Well, it's
Valentine's Day.
it is Valentine's Day, and someone certainly got a.
Really nice bouquet.
This is nice. This is putting everybody else's to shame, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And I think we're gonna create a new rule, new policy that
No flowers.
no more than 3 flowers can be delivered
On Valentine's
on
Day.
any day.
On any day.
On any day. So yes, so you're loved, and that's a good thing here on
is a good
Valentine's Day.
thing.
We'll try to put this in perspective. So today I'm talking with Margaret,
Hello.
and Margaret used to be
An adjuster.
for workers' compensation claims, and so I thought today would be a great day to talk with her about so-called RIMES. RIMES stand for
Respondent Independent Medical Exam.
And so basically what happens is if you have a work injury and you are getting medical care, if you're getting lost wage benefits, the insurance company can from time to time, that's actually in the statute I think, from time to time, require that you go to an independent so-called medical evaluation. Now, the only part of the independent, do not think that this is a doctor who, is somehow unbiased or anything, because you knew who to send people to.
We definitely did.
Let's not use names, but
No names.
But JB would be one of them, and CC would be another,
And LL.
and LL and AF, and and so these doctors. So why do you have to go to? Why are they asking you to do a RIME? So why would you, as an adjuster, go? I think we need to send that person to an evaluation.
Most of the time, when we're looking at the files, we see how long one of the injured workers is treating, and we're like, why aren't they getting better? And so we would maybe send them to a RIME to get another opinion on why they're not getting better and what we need to do to get them to get better.
Or in other words, get the claim closed regardless of whether they get better or not.
Right.
Right, because closure meant better.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So another purpose that the insurance company may be sending you to another doctor is because there's a proposed treatment, a surgery, injections, other therapy that might be that the treating doctor is saying you need or you should have, and you're like, I don't know yet. I don't want to, and so we're going to send it. Bottom line is that 95% of the time, if the insurance company is sending you to a so-called independent medical evaluation, the only reason it's called independent is because that doctor theoretically has no business connections with the doctors who are treating you, and therefore has no financial interest in whether or not the treatment is provided, although they have a financial interest to say it's not, because then they get more business. Anyway.
Right.
95% of the time, if you're being sent to a RIME, it's a problem. It's a problem for you. It's a problem that's going to come up for you. And so you need to be prepared. And so here are the 4 questions that oftentimes our clients ask. Number 1 is, do I have to go?
Yes, you have to go.
You have to go. Even if they sent you to another doctor a month ago or 2 months ago, even if it's their company doctor who's recommending the treatment, they're not bound by it. They can still send you to another doctor. And what happens if you don't go? You refuse. You're just like, nope.
They can pretty much make you go.
Or they can shut down your case.
Correct.
They can say, okay, we're not going to pay you lost wages, we're not going to pay for any medical benefits, we're not going to pay for anything, case is done.
Right.
They could also get an order from a judge to compel you to go, and then if you don't go, then you could theoretically pay a penalty, have to pay like up to $500 a day or $1,000 a day, although I've never seen that, but bottom line is if you don't go, your claim is over, your claim is done. Mm-hmm. So short answer is yes, you gotta go, okay? Question number 2, will I get compensated for my time off work if I have to go to these? So if you're already off work, then that's not as much of an issue. But let's say you're working and going to this IME is going to require you to take time off work. And what's the rules?
The rule is that you will be compensated $75 for your missed half a day of work. Or
What if I make
full day.
$500 a day?
You're still gonna get $75.
What if I only make $5 a day?
You're gonna get $75.
Then I want to go to as many rhymes as possible, I
Sure.
suppose, right? If I'm going to get, but yes. So if you have to lose work, then you get $75 a day. What if I have to travel? What if I'm in Florida and I have to come back to Colorado? Do they have to provide for?
The insurance company will pay for your travel, air travel. They'll pay for your stay, your lodging, and food.
And typically, kind of the rule is that if you have to travel more than 4 hours in order to attend the IME, you're going to get some
Food allowance. Yep.
food allowance. And if it's, if it's something where arguably you'd have to stay overnight, you're going to get hotel
Yes.
paid for as well, etc. So there is some compensation available to you. All right, question number 4. Can I bring a chaperone? Can my husband attend? Can my wife attend? Can my daughter attend? My mom, my dad, etc.?
They can attend. Most likely the doctor won't let them in the room, but if you are going to bring them, they probably need to be quiet. They can't be talking. You have to do the talking.
Correct. But it is true that the doctor performing the evaluation could say, no, it's going to be just you and I. And absent extraordinary circumstances, we're not going to get that overturned. And furthermore, the carrier they'll say you have to pay for it because you canceled the appointment, or the doctor canceled because you refused. But absent extraordinary circumstances, we can't compel an IME physician to allow anyone in the room with you except for one. And that is, you have the right, if you want, to have a licensed medical physician, it's got to be a physician, present in the room with you. But it's at your expense. Now, typically, we think that's an expense worth doing, but it can be expensive. It can cost about $1,000 to $2,000 depending on the circumstances to have a doctor attend the appointment with you, but it is so worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's so worth it, simply because that doctor there then can see how the evaluation is done. Oftentimes the evaluating physician will change a little bit on terms of how they do things. They can't suddenly say you were acting in a way that you weren't, because now there's a third party there who's going to be able to testify, no, that's not true. We think it's absolutely worth it. And so if you get an IME notice and you want a doctor with you, you need to contact us immediately so that we can start getting that set up. Because I would say 9 times out of 10, it's going to be helpful to you, but it is expensive.
It is expensive.
It is expensive, but totally worth it. Last question, number 5. Can I record it? Can I secretly record the doctor?
You can, but it's going to be recorded anyway. So we're going to be able to get a copy of that recording and hear everything the doctor said and what you said.
So the law is that the IME physician does have to record it. You need to make sure that it is properly, that it is actually being recorded. You should be stating things that are going on if they happen. So for example, kind of classic example is if you're being asked to raise your arm and you see the doctor, you feel the doctor's pushing your arm up, you need to say, hey doctor, would you not push my arm? So that things that may not be apparent just listening to the exam, you should be saying. But the good news is it is recorded by law, and the doctor has to make that available. You can always personally record conversations in Colorado as long as one person, typically you, are aware of it and consent. But it's not necessarily needed in IMEs because it's already recorded anyway. So hopefully today's discussion will convince you that if you have a work injury and you are being sent to a medical evaluation by the insurance company, that is a huge red flag for you to get us involved. We've been helping injured workers since 1995. And what number would they call?
970-356-9898.
And thank you very much. And I'm going to leave you to these gorgeous little flowers. Because
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. Bye.